Hello friends, welcome to my channel Biologics 5, and today we are going to discuss about the microbes as biocontrol agents. Quite important topic, part of the chapter microbes, the use of microbes in human welfare. So what are these biocontrol agents? Biocontrol agents are the organisms like bacteria, fungi and viruses, and as well as insects. So what the use of these biocontrol agents? These are the different biological organisms which control the growth of pests and pathogens. And what are these pests and pathogens? Pests and pathogens are the organisms, these are also biological organisms which are harmful for our crops in agriculture field. They cause different diseases and sometimes feed upon our crops, so reduce the yields in the agriculture field. So these biological control agents control the growth of these pests or pathogens. In conventional farming, we use pesticides which are quite harmful for our environment. Pesticides, these are several disadvantages in the fields because they are harmful for humans, for animals and for our environment also. And sometimes these pests develop resistance against these pesticides. So these pesticides have several disadvantages. In organic farming, we use these biocontrol agents as a pesticides. So we also call them biopesticides because they are controlling the growth of pests and pathogens, and they are biological organisms of natural origin. So these are known as biopesticides. So these biological control agents or biopesticides are organisms, biological organisms like bacteria, fungi, viruses and insects that control the growth of weeds, insects and pathogens in agriculture field. They are quite beneficial in organic farming and control the growth of different pathogens. Here we can see the picture of ladybird and a dragonfly. This ladybird is feeding on aphids. These are aphids. Actually these are pests which is feeding on crops. So this ladybird is feeding upon these aphids. So this ladybird is controlling the growth or the population of these aphids by feeding them. This is a dragonfly, it's feeding on insects like these mosquitoes. So this dragonfly is also functioning as biocontrol agents. They are keeping their population at manageable level. They are also controlling their population by feeding them ladybird and this dragonfly also. Ladybird and dragonfly are the biological control agent, and they are insects. So these are the insects functioning as biocontrol agent. Microbes also function as biocontrol agents, and these include the microbes which are functioning as biocontrol agents are bacteria. You can see here the Bacillus thuringiensis. These are different microbes, and they include this bacteria, fungi and the viruses. These are viruses. This is fungi, Trichoderma, and this is our bacteria, that is Bacillus thuringiensis. So these are different microbes which are functioning as biocontrol agents, bacteria, fungi and viruses, and these are insects which are functioning as biocontrol agents. So these biocontrol agents which we use in our organic farming, also known as biopesticides, have several advantages over pesticides which are harmful for our crops. Pesticides, so we use biopesticides in organic farming, and they have several advantages over chemicals. They have targeted actions. These are properties of biocontrol agents. Actually they have targeted actions and harmless to humans and other animals. Use of biocontrol agents also reduce our dependence on toxic materials, that are pesticides which we used in our we can use in our conventional farming. So in conventional farming use fertilizers, pesticides, and these all are chemicals and extremely harmful for our environment, human beings and other plants also. So, biocontrol agents reduce our dependence on these chemicals. This method, actually this biocontrol agents or biopesticide method, is controlling our pests by natural predation. It's already present in the nature. There are different food chains. One insect feed on other and other animals feed on that insect. So there is different food chain. There is biodiversity in nature, and it is totally depend upon natural predation rather than chemicals. It's the creation of system where insects, sometimes called pests, are not eradicated completely, but instead kept at manageable level. We don't remove or totally eradicate the insects, but we kept them at manageable level by complex checks and balances. Totally depend upon natural process which always occurring in nature. So eradication of pest, total eradication of pest is undesirable, because without them the beneficial predatory and parasitic organism depend them for food would be annihilated. So if we use chemicals, it actually remove all type of insects, harmful as well as useful. In these methods, there is a beneficial predatory and parasitic organism which depend on each other for their food. So in this method, we don't eradicate the pest completely, but we keep them at manageable level. It's a holistic approach actually that develop an understanding of interaction between organisms that constitute the field and flora. So these are the different properties of biocontrol agents, and these always enhance the biodiversity of our system, which is quite important for our fields. And these are the types of different biocontrol agents. We have seen the pictures of ladybird and dragonfly functioning as biocontrol agents. Ladybird is useful in getting rid of aphids. Dragonfly preys upon mosquitoes and kept the population at manageable level. So these are the insect as biocontrol agents. Now we come to our microbes as biocontrol agents. There are three types of microbes which are functioning as biocontrol agents, that is bacteria, fungi and viruses. The bacteria which we use as a biocontrol agent is quite important bacteria, that is Bacillus thuringiensis, and we use the spores of these bacteria. The spores of these bacteria is available in our markets, and what they contain? They contain the insecticidal cryoprotein, quite important, insecticidal cryoprotein, which functions as which have insecticidal properties and kill the larvae of certain insects which are causing disease in our plants, like cabbage looper. Cabbage looper is a pest. So the spores of this Bacillus thuringiensis kill the larvae of these insects. It also function against the butterfly larva. So the spores of this Bacillus thuringiensis is used against these insects. Now come to our next microbe, that is fungi. The useful fungi is the Trichoderma. Trichoderma is quite useful in organic farming, and it has species effective biocontrol agent, quite important in controlling different diseases. Next microbe is our viruses, quite important. Lots of question has been asked in previous exams. Nucleopolyhedroviruses. It's a group of it's a genus present in Baculoviruses, is a group of viruses, and the Nucleopolyhedroviruses is the genus of these Baculovirus. Nucleopolyhedrovirus, quite important, is used as effective biocontrol agent for insects and arthropods. It has species specific narrow spectrum insecticidal application. Narrow spectrum means they are specific for their target. They kill only harmful pathogens or pests and quite harmless for other organisms like humans, like other plants and other animals. So they are species specific, only kills or harm the pest or pathogens. So this is all about the biocontrol agents. We have studied about the insect as biocontrol agent as well as microbe as biocontrol agents. So friends, hope this topic is now clear to you, and if you like my video, please like and subscribe my channel and ring the bell if you want to get notified whenever I post my next video. So all for today. Thanks.